Okay, so we're here outside of the Walmart warehouse in Elwood with one of the striking workers, and I was wondering if you could just tell us what happened on that Saturday when you presented the petition.
Yeah, so my coworkers and I have been collecting signatures for several weeks,
Okay.
Basically addressing all of our mutual grievances that we have with our employer, Roadlink. We had been getting shorted hours, we were victims of wage theft. We're asking for basic respect on the job. In this place, I'm sure you've heard, all they care about is how much you can produce, how many boxes you can throw in an hour, and they really don't care about safety, they don't care about your well-being, they don't care about your livelihood. All they care is that you come in and throw that freight for them as fast as you can, and then leave. So when we delivered that petition on that Saturday, several of us marched around and gathered together, exercising our legal right to petition management, addressing our grievances in concerted, protected activity. And some of us were immediately suspended, some of us were fired on site. A manager on a forklift trailed us and broke off the line that we had been marching with, intimidating my coworkers, telling them they would get fired if they kept walking, leaving many of us behind. And the rest of us decided on our feet at that point to walk out on an unfair labor practice strike.
Okay. So can you give an example of maybe like one specific safety issue you guys had in that petition?
Yeah, we were addressing all general safety issues. I said there's a million ways to die in that place. There's all kinds of hazards. There's emergency doors that are blocked by pallets and pallets of freight that there will be no way out. There's trailers that are dusty and dark, and there's every box is covered in this layer of soot. They're fumigated regularly and not aired out, so you can go in and without a face mask immediately just be sick to your stomach. We asked for them. We're dealing with equipment that's often broken, carts and racks and pallets and stuff like that. Heavy boxes that we're asked to lift on our own, which can fall on us at any time.
So did the managers have any response to the safety, either when you presented the petition or any time before that?
At one point it took a coworker of mine getting hit in the shin by a T-rack, which is like a jagged metal pallet. And he was immediately drug tested first and then brought to a company doctor after that. He was given stitches, sent back to work. And after that, we all got together and demanded they give us shin guards, which some of us got, some of us didn't.
Okay. So how long have you worked here?
I've worked here since May of this year.
Okay.
And I'm consecutively, having worked that many months, I'm considered a veteran in there.
Okay.
So there's folks who've come in, on a seasonal basis year after year. None of them last too long. Many people don't last past their first weekend. But having stuck it out this long, I'm one of the senior people there working for the third-party contractor.
So are you considered a temp or permanent or?
I consider myself a temp.
Okay.
I mean, as far as the way, I feel about my job and how secure it is, because I've been there already, worked for 2 different companies that have lost their contract, gotten booted out, and replaced with another one. So a lot of my coworkers, don't have jobs now who were there with the previous one. Some have come back, but Schneider is the one that does the direct hiring.
Okay.
And we're hired by a subcontractor, so I consider us temps.
Okay. And so, based on, basically the average wage here, some people might say, well, why don't you just get a different job, go to school, if you don't like it, get a different job. What do you think about that?
I think those people need to organize, because that's what we did, and we're standing up for something that we fired the first shot here, and it's going to be a long battle with enemies that don't want to see us doing what we're doing, but we're sending a big message. The thing is that this place, you don't see Walmart anywhere on this building except on the trucks, but they're hiding behind a lot of different people, a lot of companies, and a lot of passing the buck. But they set the standard for every job in this county, in this area, in the country, in the world, and they're setting that standard low. They're keeping people poor. They're keeping people only able to afford whatever's in their stores at those lowest prices, and never getting any better, never advancing in life. It's a dead end.
Have you looked, do you think people understand that this is one of the biggest industries in Will County? Do you talk to your coworkers? Have they worked in other warehouses in Will County?
Yeah, many of them have.
Okay.
And many of them keep coming back here because they always need bodies, not people bodies. And so, people understand that this is the industry, but I don't think that everyone understands. And what I would want everyone to know in there is how much power we have over this industry, because they can't move any of that stuff without us. Like, this warehouse is here for a reason. It's because we're here at like a hub in the supply chain. That all this freight that comes off those boats in California, wherever, it comes here through the rails, and they all meet right here in Joliet. That, you know, they bought this place, Walmart bought this warehouse right away when they saw it, because they knew how important it was to the future of their business. But they can't do that without us.